hope you all are doing well. I'd like to welcome you all to another episode of Know Your Alumni Season 2. Today we have with us Madhur Arora, a graduate from NIFTEM. Madhur completed his B.Tech in 2017 from NIFTEM. He's an entrepreneur and started his own company called Monk Foods. Hello sir, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good sir. So sir, please tell us about your journey at NIFTEM and how was life at NIFTEM back then?
Right now, I don't know how life is going at NIFTEM. So, back when I was there, um it was pretty much the classes and the fun that we had in the evening. So, back then, we weren't allowed to go after 6. There were a lot of restrictions as far as I remember. Right now, I'm not sure how things are going, but back then it was like that. But we had a lot of fun in college, and every weekends were obviously there. So for me, the college was mostly about fun, and yeah, pretty much managed to do that.
That seems really fun sir. So sir, please give us a brief about Monk Foods and what was your vision while starting Monk Foods?
Monk Foods is basically about seasonings, chocolate, and recently we have started consultancy services as well for the newcomers who want to enter into the food segment, want to get into manufacturing, or want to get their products made into a third party company. So we have started all these services for supporting all the newcomers. And currently we are, as far as manufacturing part is concerned, currently we are into manufacturing of seasonings, chocolate, and there are a few new additions that we have done within a couple of months. Like we have started with integrated solutions such as chocolate mixes and complete beverage premixes, like whole meal drinks and whole protein drinks and all these things we have started recently, and it's going well so far.
That is really
And
great sir.
when I was when I was in college, I had a vision that I would start my company, and it would be all about innovation, and we'll do something which nobody is doing right now, and giving everything at a very affordable rate. And this was my primary vision for Monk Foods, and I think we are moving on the right track. And since we are developing new products every single day, we are taking new trials every single day, and we uh, we are able to provide that product at a very affordable rate. Moreover, we are supporting all the newcomers who are coming in the food industry, because when I got into the food industry, I had no one to start with, and family support was obviously there. So and my friends were there to support me. But as far as professional guidance was concerned, in terms of manufacturing or in terms of product development, I didn't have that. So now we have just started doing that as well. So pretty much sums up what I had in mind when I started Monk Foods, to help people, to give good food to the people. So these all things we have started.
That was really elaborate sir. So, sir, when did you start working on it? And tell us more about your entrepreneurial journey and what were the major challenges that you faced during your journey?
I started my journey when I was in last year of my college, probably the eighth semester. I started working on this project, and since I already knew that after the college ends, I'll have to start something. So because I had already opted out of placements, so I needed to do something. So probably at the end of seventh semester, I started working on this plan, and by then I decided that I want to get into these fields. And from the eighth semester I started working on it, finding vendors, finding people who will sell my product further, distributors, and started working on the products that I'll make. I made a list of bunch of products that I wanted to introduce, but we could do only a few because some of them were not viable. So that and as far as I talk about my challenges that I faced, the first challenge was which product to choose, how do we manufacture it, whether do we source it, whether do we start a manufacturing facility of that, or and when that was decided that like that I want to go with these products, then the thing was, should I get it manufactured in third party or should I manufacture it on my own? So there were a lot of key decisions that were made at that time. So I obviously started with manufacturing my own products, and now we have a plant in Indore. And when we set up the plant, there were a lot of difficulties that came because I had no guidance in mechanical or electrical part of it, or the construction wise. So there were a lot of challenges that I faced while constructing the plant, while installing the machineries, while to choose which machinery to put,
Yes.
and what should be the process layout, and how would it go if I put this machine instead of that. So a lot of R&D also went into it, and obviously I made a lot of mistakes, but the big thing is not to repeat those mistakes.
That was really
So yeah.
motivating, sir. So, sir, Monk Foods is related to production of seasonings, flavors, and chocolate paste. So, please tell us
Yeah.
about exactly how you operate and how is the R&D done, and where do you acquire your raw materials from, and like how is the processing done?
So starting with the manufacturing of seasonings. So first, what we do is we have a bunch of we have a library of all the products. Like there is vegetable powders, there is flavors, there are food colors, there are a lot of additives. What we do is we try a product. Like if I'm going outside somewhere to a hotel or anything, that's how I started with it. So if I tasted a product, I liked it very much, so I tried to remember that taste and build a specific profile of that. So it's pretty technical when it comes to making flavors or seasonings, and remembering the right compounds that would give that specific flavor. And we did permutation combinations, various permutation combinations to get that particular desired flavor. Then lot of R&D we did with different raw materials, trying different profiles of raw materials from we chose from different vendors. So that's how we build a particular profile. Like there is some salt is there, sugar is there in a seasoning, there are spices, there are vegetable powders, there are flavors. So these are few key components that a seasoning is made of. And in that also there are various other raw materials. We have about 300 to 400 products in our library. So choosing among them and making a right profile which fits the client's need is a challenge, and that's and trying combinations and you know remembering the profile and putting it in certain concentrations gives us that particular flavor. So that's how we do R&D over here. And as far as production is concerned, we are very stringent about our product quality. So at every step, from raw materials to end product, we have a lot of quality checks that we ensure. And we check each and every raw material for specifications. Then during the process, there are a lot of specifications that are to be met. Like if I'm making a tomato seasoning, so particular tomato seasoning, so all these raw materials should have particular parameters. Like there should be certain salt content, there should be certain acidity of that, there should be certain flavor of that. So that we manage. Then we move on to the processing part. Then we weigh it in certain proportions. Then we put it in our blenders. So in that whatever blending is done with liquids and powders and all these blendings are done, then we sift the final product and make it to the specified particle size and everything. Then we pack it, and then it goes to the customer.
That was really insightful, sir. So, sir, please tell us about how the supply chain works at Monk Foods, and like you recently launched your products in the B2C market. So, tell us more about it.
So as far as supply chain is concerned, for a B2B market, uh, we procure from a lot of vendors. Then all the processing is done at our plant, and from there specific products go to specific clients only. So it's a pretty basic supply chain as of now. But for the South India market, the supply chain that we have, since the distance is very long, We have distributors in the middle who distribute our products in southern India and the far off places. So they buy from us, then they distribute to the various clients that they have. And as far as B2C is concerned, we pretty much rely mostly on Amazon, Flipkart. We have got various distributors in line now. So who put our products onto the shelves of various stores and all the uh, like there are best prices there. Like there are a lot. Ondor is there, which is local to Indore, and Vishal Megamart type. All these places are there, multi retail chains. So in that we have started putting our products, and we are receiving pretty good feedback as of now.
Really elaborate, sir. Thank you. So, sir, since flavors are most important aspect of the snack industry and your clients are mostly based in that, so what do you think is the scope of snack industry in the future, and what should the budding entrepreneurs expect from this industry? What are the basic challenges?
So, snack industry, the basic part of a product is seasoning only. So that is the only thing that would give the taste. Currently, the snack industry is booming really well. Just an FYI, PepsiCo has recently uh, launched a scheme in UP in which they are putting their plant in 35 acres and putting 800 crores in that.
Yes,
So they are investing big time, and even Balaji is opening up a new plant. A lot of big players are opening up new plants. This shows a positive growth in the snack industry, obviously. And as far as budding entrepreneurs are concerned, so if they want to start into see the snack segment, we are always there to support them with seasonings, and definitely they should go for it.
that is great, sir. Really insightful. So, sir, what are the major skills that an entrepreneur must have to sustain in any industry? Any advices on it?
Your account should be really good. You should be able to manage all the expenses that you do. First and foremost, that's a key advice. Like you should really know what you're spending and what you're earning. And secondly, it would be you should have thorough knowledge about what you are getting into and what you are going to do. And that comes while doing only, but you should be really thorough about it. Like we should go about it in this way and not that way. And
Yes.
definitely you have to read a lot, take as much knowledge as possible from books. Yeah, then you have to meet a lot of people every day, because people who are in the industry have a lot of knowledge, and when you communicate with them regularly, you tend to get information transferred. So information is one key piece that one should look at. So information is money. I must say this, and as much information you have got, that would reflect on the kind of personality you have got. And when you talk to a client, if you have a lot of information with you, the client is definitely going to listen to you. And specifically, since we are from food background, people tend to listen to us because we have done studies in that, we have done a lot of work in this field. So this generally gives a positive response from the client side.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure it would be really helpful. So, sir, what is one piece of advice that you would like to give to all the Niftemites, like in general?
Have fun and read a lot. And definitely, if anybody wants to get into entrepreneurial journey, now is the time. Because right now, after COVID and everything, lots of businesses have faced a lot of setbacks. But I think now is the time when one can really start working on it, because currently the market is not that straightforward as of now. So if you want to really work on a business idea, now is the time, because as soon as the market opens, you would be there with your product to place it.
Really good advice, sir. Thank you so much. It was really great interacting with you. Thank you for having this interview with us.
Thanks for having me.